You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Project Runway After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Project Runway After Show.
Hello, hello, Project Runway fans. Welcome to another episode of Season 13. Yeah, Season 13, Episode 3, Future Fashion. I'm your host, Virginia Reyna Dunne, and we have a full panel finally! Woo!
The band is back together!
Yeah, a newly married Amanda.
Amanda Bennett.
She really likes saying
I like
that.
saying my new last name.
Michelle Uberreste.
Hey, I'm Stef Z.
And I kind of feel like it's going to get a little crazy in here tonight. Everybody's a little giggly already.
This was an interesting episode.
Yes, I think we all came into the viewing tonight a little wound up too.
Yeah.
Not a
Wound
bad
up.
way, just like everyone's a little bit.
Amped up.
You're just back.
I'm here.
And you're
I'm
loud in the viewing
it to
room.
win it.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Yes. Can I just start off saying that I'm obsessed with the model Jasmine on this season? She's my favorite, and I want to give her props in case I forgot to later. Just Jasmine, you're doing
In case you forgot to.
In case I forget.
And just in case you guys don't know, Amanda used to be a model on Project One Day. That's why she always brings the model opinion.
She
That's
does.
right.
We appreciate it.
We do,
Yes.
because it's something I never thought of until she was on there critiquing how, well, people work it to sell the outfit.
And Nina even mentioned it in this episode. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But she really even complimented that model, Jasmine.
And, well, not only that, but you're also, like, Nick Barrios' fit model. You've been Monique Loulier's fit model.
I'm wearing Nick Barrios right now. Yeah.
Okay,
Winning
so
mentor.
we'll get to the show.
Anyway, let's get to the show.
Yes, let's get to the show. So tonight they were supposed to create a look that's 20 years in the future, inspired by 20 years in the past, because it is going to be Marie Claire's 20th anniversary. So I feel like they've been around longer than that.
They've been such a statement at the newsstand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess if you think about it, all of us are what, like in our 30s? So if you take 20 years ago, like, were we really, like, aware of the magazines in the grocery store at 10? Like, oh, look at the Marie Claire!
But I guess because, like, I mean, when at FITM, they have Vogues going back to, like, forever ago. So I just kind of assumed that every fashion magazine, well, I mean, just because it's so well known that it's been around for a long time.
Since I've been aware of fashion magazines, it's been around. So, since I was a little kid.
10.
Yeah, so what were you guys doing in 1994?
Oh, I don't think I can tell you on the air what I was doing.
I was annoying my little sister.
I was probably getting annoyed by my little sister.
I was about 10, so.
You were 10?
Yeah, I was 10.
Am I the oldest one here?
No, I was not 10. I was a little older than that.
What grade were you in?
8th.
I was.
Ish.
I was a junior in high school.
Okay, you're
I am the grandma on the panel, aren't I?
Aw. Well, we
Grandma
still love
Steph,
you.
We love you
Gosh.
so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So therefore, I was doing things that I should not talk about.
Yeah.
And we were all so innocent and little.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. All right, so this is the first time the designers actually get to go to Mood 2. They get 45 minutes there, and Amanda, my least favorite character on the show.
The other Amanda.
The
though.
other Amanda.
We need to come up with a system because, when we were watching tonight, I said something mean about Amanda, and Amanda Bennett thought maybe I was talking about her. We're just going to call you B.
Oh.
Queen B.
Amanda B.
AB.
Ab. Fab. All right. All right. So,
Oh, no.
yeah, no, Amanda on the show.
Amanda on the show was going on and on about how since she has been on the show before, she knows everything about Mood and where everything is, so she has an advantage. Whatever.
Big eye
And
roll
she
from me.
still sucks.
She still sucks.
Like, who cares if you've been to Mood before, Amanda? Like, Every designer on the show has been to a fabric store, and they know how to shop for fabric.
Right, but it's not the same. Like, she does have an advantage. Like,
Yeah.
when you get in there, you don't know where, you're like, okay, I need some wool. Where you don't know where it is. Yeah, you've been in a fabric store.
It's like if you shop at Ralph's all the time and then you show up in a Harris Teeter.
I don't even know what that is.
It's from my hometown.
Or a Piggly Wiggly.
Oh! We're on the same wavelength.
All right, so anyway, I think it's pretty much a general consensus that nobody here likes Amanda, and she needs to go home.
Yes.
But anyways.
Stupid quilt
Nor do we
dress.
know why we brought back a loser.
No.
Someone did comment that. We do read the comments, and someone wrote that. It made me smile.
Yeah. Bringing back a loser. But, and we'll just say, well, okay, we'll end with that. Let's continue with the episode.
Well, Anne Fuhlenweider from Marie Claire comes on. She's the editor-in-chief.
Yes.
And she announces what the challenge is all about.
Which was to create the look.
Yes.
And they show all of these magazines from 20 years ago that actually have models on them, which we hardly see anymore.
I know all the supermodels from the 90s were on the cover. And of course, the first thing I say was like, when the models were on the front. But I still love Marie Claire. And it's coming back around. Kate Upton has been on the cover of Vogue recently. And, you know, Joan Smalls was on the cover of Elle. So it's coming back.
Kate Upton's a model? Like, wait, I'm thinking of Sona. But she was an actress too, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But she's more a model. Like, she's been in Sports Illustrated and she's done a lot of modelly stuff.
She's a
but people
swimsuit
don't
type model.
Yeah, because she's busty.
Well, but I think too, like even nowadays, and this is a slight tangent, so it won't be long. But a lot of the models, because there is all this like internet and all this stuff where you can be seen more, they almost cross over to celebrity in a different way than just the models that were on the covers of magazine years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's more like household names.
Well, that's
because
how
you
it
see more.
was in the 90s. Like, I mean, everybody knew the models. And then for a while, it kind of went away to celebrities. But I feel like now, especially with Victoria's Secret, I mean, everybody knows Miranda Kerr. Everybody knows Heidi Klum.
Oh, I just thought of something. Maybe it's because the trends, you know, they come back around 20 years later. So maybe the trend of the model being the celebrity is back. So.
Yeah.
I honestly thought they should have just made what they were wearing, because it seems like every 20 years we're wearing what we wore 20 years ago.
Yeah, to be honest, I was a little confused because, like, the 90s is in right now.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, everything that came out on the runway, I was like, okay, well, I've seen that because it's popular now. Like,
right.
I was a little like, okay.
It would have been cooler if they did it like, I mean, I get it's like PR for their 20-year whatever, but like it would have been cool if they were like, let's infuse the 70s or like the 40s in a futuristic way, because it's more of a distinct style to me than I think the 90s, and maybe it is because it doesn't seem so distinct because we do see it now.
I also think if they would have added another element, like say anything, like it was too vague. It was too vague. It's like inspired by the future.
Where were the baggy jeans?
You know? It could have been the bands of the 90s. It could have been like
a little more specific. I think would have had. You know,
but I think she definitely said grunge, and that hit to a lot of people's minds. Like, that's why we saw that, like,
horse blanket.
Yeah, the horse blanket, because they were already thinking grunge. And I think there was other stuff going on in the 90s. And I mean, when you think of the future, like, I thought it was really cool how Mitchell went for water and started thinking about, you know, something like that. Or when I think of it, you know, I don't just think of like Jetsons, but I feel like it's like more like the silvery stuff we saw, like, was it last episode? Just last episode where they were making, they were doing
like
that last
CD
episode.
Dress.
Yeah.
Well, it is kind of funny that we go, like, as humans, like, we're all kind of saying the same thing. Like, when we say futuristic, we always go to, like, Alien, in a way. Like, futuristic is this, like, spaceshipy, like, weird, like, with the silver or the Jetsons or whatever. Like, why do we go there? Like, do we think in 20 years the aliens are going to come down?
Hunger Games.
No, but I think it's because it's the last place to explore. Like, we've explored our whole planet. The only other way we can go is to other planets.
Right,
so that's why we think
what does
that.
the spaceship look like in 20 years? Does it look minimalist and, like,
No,
metallic?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the norm, which I know is a weird thing to say, but I think most people, if X'd, would think, if when you say futuristic, think something of alien, sci-fi,
Spaceship.
Like right now we're futuristic. We passed 2012 when the world was supposed to end. Like, we're not wearing spacesuits
But it's
or
because,
silver.
I mean, even think about it, like all of the movies that are coming out, like Hunger Games, and you know, like you think of this like apocalyptic place where they're wearing like these crazy suits, or you know,
Utilitarian
or
style.
Divergent, all of these movies, or even like Star Wars or Star Trek. Look at them; they're wearing like these
But
bodysuit
Star
things.
Wars was like in the 80s.
But it was
the
supposed to
original.
be in the future.
But that's what I'm saying. And then the future comes, and we still are wearing the same stuff.
But if you look at the outfit that Zendaya made, that to me looked like Star Wars. Like, I feel like Queen Amidala would wear something like that.
That's exactly what I'm saying, though, because we somehow think that the future means aliens.
And metallic.
Because
shiny aliens.
it's the unknown. That's why. Because we
Right.
don't know what the future is going to be, and we all just assume aliens are out.
Perhaps.
Right, we collapse rather than being like, okay, so we went from like women wearing super feminine stuff to like wearing some more like boy cut or, you know, like stronger
Menswear
stuff, inspired. Now it's going to be super girly, this and that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very funny that we equate future, shiny, alien.
But maybe the future is shiny to us because we have a positive outlook of the future.
Oh, I love you.
I
Welcome
don't know
home.
about that.
Thank you.
Come back to us.
Yes.
I think she's
I mean,
been abducted.
I agree. I think it's like a kind of a boxed-in view. Like, it's like
funny.
in the 50s. Okay, Jetsons. Like, everything from that point till now, 60 or 70 years later, everything, that's what futuristic is.
It's just a costume. It's a futuristic costume.
But I guess I would have liked to see a little more creativity of what your interpretation of the future could be. Are you thinking about what's going to happen? Are you thinking about...
But nothing's happened,
you
is
know,
my
and-
point.
But that's why I think I like Mitchell's the best, because he was really thinking, okay, the
Right.
polar ice caps are melting. We're going to be underwater. Like, we need this neoprene. That was really cool. That was the only one that I thought he actually thought what would be like in 20 years. Not like how Steph said, everybody just thinks it's going to be aliens.
But it still did look
Shiny,
a little futuristic like that, but I liked it. It was cool. I thought it was really sleek.
I thought it was interesting to see the more mature designers versus the younger designers, what they interpret as something that will be futuristic, something that we will wear 20 years from now, because they've lived their life longer on the planet, so I think they have more perspective on it.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying in 20 years from now, we're still going to be wearing Converse, jeans, and
T-shirts. That's never going away. I hope not.
we'll be 50-ish.
Oh,
That's weird to think
20 years
about.
from now, dude, I'll be pushing 60.
It's still in your Converse.
yes!
I'll almost get
She
half
will.
off at the movies.
She will be wearing her Converse still. I can see it.
Actually, I don't really wear Converse. They don't feel good on my feet. I wear lots of Vans. I wear lots of Nikes. But me and Converse just.
Okay. So what happened
you know
in
what
the
I get.
workroom, Virginia?
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Well, you know, really the only, like, there was a few people that stood out to me. Mostly it was Mitchell with his, like, no, it wasn't Mitchell. Mitchell. He was the one with the crazy little.
With the neoprene?
He just says stuff that I love. I don't know.
And he was posing looking at Tim Gunn in there.
Yeah.
Very
Just like that.
hilarious to me. I don't know why.
Like, I like that attitude, though. Like, I like if someone would have been like, I mean, you know, and I got here late, so I might have missed something. So if I say something that doesn't make sense, sorry. But like, if someone even would have been like on the animal thing, like, you know, this set of animals is going to be extinct, so we're not going to be able to do this fabric, so we're going to have to like make something more. We did it. You're all
no
looking
one
at me
even
weird.
went there.
Okay, like you're all looking
That
at
would
me
have
really
been
weird.
very cool.
But you know what I mean? Like stuff that actually in the future might happen, or
Right.
maybe they make something that's like, well, that was going to be a tangent.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only other one that really stood out to me was Alexander, because he was trying to figure out his frontispiece with the uniboob.
And I wrote, stop
aliens only have
touching
one
her
boob.
boobs.
Oh my God, he touched her boobs like a million times.
Yeah, and he was just messing with the fabric, but I was like, dude, you're just touching her boobs over and over. Alexander, do you understand? Because I was feeling bad for them.
Well, and the other model whose boob was hanging out half the time.
Oh,
yeah.
Hernan. I just wrote, no.
Because he had that dress that was like black and it was like piecey and it looked a little slutty, but then he had like the bottom became the top.
And then he got his double stick tape so he could stick it to
Transformers.
her skin, and it was okay.
I don't know. I had high hopes for Hernan. I haven't seen it come to fruition yet. I feel like that dress was just a bunch of straps somehow
She was
tied together.
a little chrysalis coming out of
I didn't.
butterfly. And
Well, and
I didn't
Michelle,
see
Oh
that.
yeah, Michelle.
were
you
they
gonna say the same thing I'm
about
gonna
the
say?
tape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys allowed to use tape on your season of Under the Gun?
Nope, they confiscated all our tape, staple, and it was really hard to
Ouch.
make patterns without
What about
tape.
glue?
No glue, nothing like that. Like,
That's like my biggest savior when I need something done. Just put a little tape and
right,
iron
well,
it.
then that's why they don't want you to do it. No stitch witchery.
But they cannot on Lifetime have a girl's boob hanging out, so
That's why they were like, let's just put a little tape
let's
right
just
there.
do the tape. Come on.
I guess.
Yeah, but her show's on Lifetime too. Hello.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there was nothing hanging out yet.
Right, but if we're saying that the tape is used to save a
Keep it
boob,
PG.
Yeah.
Save a boob. Hashtag save a boob. This is the episode.
I think it's, they don't want you to, they want you to be constructing a garment the way it's supposed to be constructed.
get it.
And they want it to fit right. If a person can't wear this, and yes, I know they use fashion tape, but in real life, not on the runway.
It would be unfortunate.
They want people to wear clothing that works.
Right, because I've tried to use fashion tape before, and it does not last very long.
Yeah.
no.
I think that's why he was just in the, spoiler alert, he was just in the safe category because of that. It's just like, he can't win, but the idea was good enough to not be in the bottom,
Right.
I thought. All right,
I might
so
have to be sent to timeout tonight.
who else stood out to you in the workroom?
Oh, and then Sean, why did he decide to make his Mary Poppins hat out of a mood bag? Like, I mean,
Why
that,
did he decide to make a Mary Poppins hat?
yeah,
Yeah, I
what
wanna
was the
know.
point of that? He's like, I hate my dress.
So I'm gonna make
so
a
I'm
hat.
gonna make a hat out of a bag.
But I think even like if he would have gone with a dress and just a couple of accessories that could have made it a little more futuristic, kill the hat, he probably would have been safe.
If he would have made a silver hat, he probably would have been fine. Or I would have had antennas.
A headband.
Well, and the only other thing that really stood out to me in the workroom was when Emily was making her jumpsuit and she had the cape, like, hat thingy on. What did we call it? The hooded cowl?
Ewok?
The Ewok cowl?
Ewok hat.
Wait, was that
I didn't hate that.
No, I liked it, but what I'm saying is, you know how she was like, and then I'm going to turn it into a purse. And then Tim Gunn was like, too gimmicky. Like, thank God he said that because it was too gimmicky.
Yeah.
And we just saw that last season by one of my least favorite designers, Natalia.
Can I just say that I still need to catch up on the first 2 episodes. I'm just going to come out and say it. But this episode I noticed Angela, I just thought she was like Daria's best friend from the MTV show. She's just kind of like moody.
I still have no idea who that is.
Moody Angela, kind of sad, but awesome and like skinny and cool and stylish. If you've seen
I don't see
Daria,
the
you will
awesome.
understand. 90s reference. Anyway.
I think it just wasn't like Tim says in the end, it's not a place where you can thrive. Like certain designers can work well with others, work for a company, work in different groups, but she clearly hasn't either had that experience or doesn't mesh well with it.
Well, yeah, she doesn't have that experience because she worked in the corporate world for Wall Street.
I know.
And so
I worked on Wall Street.
Yeah, so she didn't
Wait,
have
who worked on Wall Street? Angela.
Angela.
Which I can't see her working in Wall Street
But
either.
that seems
very
hypocrite. Right, that's exactly
Right?
what I'm saying. Like, it seems like if she's worked on Wall Street in those types of environments, why is she getting all nervous to sew a dress together?
That's
Right.
probably why she left Wall Street.
Wall Street ate her alive, okay?
That's what I'm thinking.
The
But
wolf of
yeah,
Wall
she
Street
just
is
doesn't-
Angela.
Yeah, she doesn't thrive in this kind of fast-paced environment. I completely agree. Some people work under pressure, some people don't.
She wasn't the wolf of Wall Street. She was the sheep of Wall Street.
She was definitely the sheep, and the sheep of this show, too.
Oh,
Bah.
God.
I mean, I don't think I saw a shot of her in the past 3 episodes where she was happy or enjoying anything. It was always, you could just see her face.
Jeff
stressed out.
Pond won. Horrible situations for Angela.
Right.
She should get zapped by the aliens.
So Christine was making this amazing olive coat to go with this white dress, and I think it stood out really nice against each other. The contrast. Anyway.
Nobody else has an opinion on that.
All right. Moving along.
I agree. I liked hers a lot. I felt a little weird about the olive and the white together, but I think
I did too.
It was so dark that it kind of almost worked, and I just loved everything else about it. I loved the sheer layering, and I loved the sleeves, but
Wait. Are we breaking down the whole outfit? Is that what's happening?
yes.
I was just talking about, I started talking about the workroom.
Okay.
No,
but now-
well, I was noticing it in the workroom, the colors
Oh,
together.
all right.
Yeah, no, we haven't started the runway.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, where'd I go? Okay, sorry,
Okay.
Virginia. Go ahead.
No,
Time
it's
out.
okay. Is there anything else you guys noticed about the workroom?
That covers it for
I mean,
me.
Alexander was kind of freaking out the whole time.
Yes. That bad leather.
Yeah.
I hate that they have someone whose name was on the show last season because I keep thinking of the other Alexander with like the red hair, that like weird looking dude.
Was
Yeah.
he the costume designer?
He
No.
just
He was one of the
looked like-
options for the people they'd bring back.
Was it? Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was him or Jafar.
Jafar.
I just remember that because of his little goatee thing. Like, I
Yeah,
just wanted
Alexander.
to,
He was
twist
very
it.
like comic-y in a way.
Yeah.
I liked him though.
No,
But I
I-
keep thinking of him every time. I did like him.
Yeah. And this Alexander is a little bit quirky too, I think.
Yeah.
He looks like he came in from the rain.
Yeah.
He looks a little dirty, grungy. Well, the theme is grunge in a way, so he was ready.
Anyway, moving
All right.
along.
All right. So was there anything else you guys noticed?
I didn't know.
I didn't. I was ready for the runway.
Yes.
I did notice the runway went super fast today.
Oh my God!
It
We kept
was-
having to pause it to write things down.
It was in super fast mode.
Why?
Because they have so many
Because they have like 30 people.
But it wasn't like that last week or the week before.
I want to tell the producers of Project Runway to
Slow it down.
spread that out a little bit on the show. It's about the fashion. Let us see it longer. For God's sakes, we want to like experience the whole outfit.
Well, and because we only really
It's a
see
90-minute show anyway.
and we
have
only
time.
really see the top six or the top
We
and
have
bottom
time.
three, you know. So that's the only thing we really spend a lot of time on when they show us the up close, and then when they get the critique. The other ones are just kind of like, okay, you're safe. You know,
Bye.
But
bye.
the safe
Oh,
ones were really
and-
amazing. A lot of them.
Time out. Amanda on the show, who we don't like, her attitude.
Or just her.
Well, I was trying not to make it personal because she could be a very lovely lady. But you know, I think it's a little bit of a buzzkill when Heidi calls them all out and like calls her in it because she has immunity. Like, don't call her out. Like, call the people that are gonna be safe. Tell them they're safe. Call her. Tell her to go. Like, because as soon as she called her, you knew all those people were safe.
And that would have been a good time for Heidi to call her at the end and go, "You're lucky you had immunity, Amanda."
Because you suck.
Yeah, and then a little freaking, what is she? She talks back to Heidi again.
Yeah,
Oh, I
she's
wanna-
just a sourpuss, and we don't like her.
They're like, "We'll bring you back on the show if you talk back to Heidi every time."
I wonder if she's just over it. She's like, I've done it.
No.
Well, and she always has to talk about how her brother was in a band. Like, we get that your brother's in Maroon
Whoop.
5. You talked about it all last season. Did you think we
that's
forgot?
her problem. She's got sibling complex.
Oh, she totally has
Her
a
sibling is
complex.
cooler than her, so she's like, sweet. I'm
She's-
not gonna go out as the loser anymore. They're bringing me back.
She's going
To
out as a
lose
loser.
again.
Trying a little too hard in this episode.
But
I
if you
think.
have a second chance, is this really what you're going to do with it? Like,
No, because remember when was it? A couple.
She
of,
should just be a backup
like,
singer.
The all stars
the
where the girl came back and she was like, "I swear I'm not a bitch" the whole time. Was it Irina or it was somebody else?
I think so.
But yeah, so it's like, why would you do that? Wouldn't you watch your season and be like, God, I was really annoying. I'm not going to do that
I
again.
doubt they watch it. Like if I was on
Michelle,
this,
did you
watch
you watched your season? Didn't
Yeah,
you?
I totally watched.
Yeah, you watched
Oh
it
man,
with us.
I'm just like a.
I
don't
think
know that I would
everybody
watch it.
watches it pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
well, because you want to see what people talk trash about you
wanna
too.
see how
See, I
they-
wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to read the
you
stuff.
want to see like how they edit you.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You want to see how they edit you.
Yeah. Like
Because you
what
don't want
did they
people-
leave out? What did they put in? Oh God.
Right. You don't want people coming up to you on the street, like,
See, I don't
not
think I
knowing
would
what
watch
they're
it.
going to say.
I would have to watch it.
You have to watch it.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I would. Not.
But yeah,
Yeah.
given that, I mean, wouldn't you come back and be like, okay, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to prove to everyone that I'm not that person.
Yeah,
that I
I'm gonna
was.
take it
but you're-
seriously
Instead of
this
being
time.
like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I know where everything is.
Right, exactly.
But you're a nice person. You know, I don't think we're seeing a nice person, so that's why this is happening.
I guess.
You
But
know,
it's
I
not
don't
even-
think she thinks anything's wrong. I mean, obviously she's talking smack back to Heidi. Like
Right.
she obviously doesn't think.
But it's really hard to decipher whether or not she's like I want to say that it's in the spirit of competition and she's trying to psych people out and be that way, but I really don't think she has that distinction.
No, because
I
her
don't
and
either.
Karina get together, and just like her and Michelle got together, and they're like, we're better than everybody.
I kind of really liked Karina, and I don't know, maybe it's just because she's from Brooklyn, but
Does Karina have long, flowing brown hair?
yeah, she's the one at the end that, whatever, I guess I won't say it.
Karina
Yeah.
and Amanda are just hair buddies. They have the same
I
kind
thought
of
Karina
hair.
from-
and they
what-
want to
Karina's from
exchange
Portland.
advice.
Karina's from Portland?
Yeah.
Anyone else? I thought she was from Brooklyn.
I don't think so.
I'll look it up.
All right, we
While
got to
we
straighten
continue
that out.
Anyway,
Tweet us,
okay,
please.
let's get to the runway.
Yes.
So,
Oh yeah, what's her last name? I'll just look on her Twitter.
yeah. So on the runway, we had 2 guest judges. One was Amanda DeCaden.
Amanda
Okay.
DeCadenet.
We'll let you do it because you have it all.
Yes, I feel like calling her Amanda Cabernet. Amanda DeCadenet. She's hosting a new show on Lifetime, and she's blonde and beautiful. And she had that show for a while on a different network where she would sit down in people's houses and just chat with them. And she got these big-name celebrities to confess a lot of things about how they feel about life. Like Olivia Wilde, that was a good interview. And I think it's because she kind of took them off guard, and they were just like hanging out in their house. So yes, of course, there's the camera there and microphones and everything and lights, but it looked like it was more natural. So I liked that about her. So it's cool that she has her show on Lifetime.
And then we have another guest judge.
Oh yes, it is. And Fuhlenweider, the editor-in-chief of Marie Claire.
Yep. Because this is. Did they say this was going in Marie Claire? I
No.
don't think they had a
so.
spread. They
No,
didn't win anything.
It's just the 20th anniversary of Marie Claire.
I
Okay.
can't find it.
That's-
I don't want to say it's
Somebody
just. That's a big
tweet
deal.
us.
That is
Somebody
a big
tweet
deal.
us the answer.
Okay, so we're gonna start off the runway with Christine.
Oh, Karina. New York, New York.
Okay, so
I
we
think she used to
cleared
live
that
in New
up.
York.
But on the
In her
runway,
thing, it said Brooklyn.
I think she lives in Portland.
I don't care where
Tweet
she
her.
lives. as long
maybe
as she-
she's
as long as she isn't-
bi-coastal, okay? But on the runway, Heidi was looking hot.
Oh, I forgot to
Really
mention that.
hot.
Heidi is looking really good this season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe she's like lost the drama.
Yeah, she got like a facial.
She's like,
She's
now,
all happy.
now that I'm a co-host on America's Got Talent, I got it together. I got a better stylist, and
Look at you taking swings. She does. She's looking good. She's a little bit more sassy too. She
swings.
seems
I was
confident.
complimenting her.
Well, not her old stylist.
That's true.
No. She had great moments on the
Might
red
be the same
She had
stylist.
great moments on the red carpet always, but on the show there were some hits and misses. Everyone can attest to that.
I
Who's
agree.
watched it over the years.
True.
Okay,
All right.
so on the runway, we have Christine. She had the white dress with the jacket that I was like, meh.
The olive quilted
olive-
jacket.
I just
With
didn't
the
think it
sleeves that
was
look
that
like-
cool of a
She was
look.
wearing a bra on
Bracelet.
top of her shirt. That's what it looked like.
That's what I thought.
I can't get over it.
It looked like she cut like whatever, like a little wife
It was like
beater
a
and threw it
sports
on
bra.
top.
Yeah.
Heidi
It was
I
like a
wasn't that
spaghetti
impressed.
strap.
I wasn't that impressed.
Heidi liked
so
it
nice.
because it was short.
Right.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
That
like
was,
it that it's short.
But Heidi has great legs, so
Yeah.
I would like it if it was short too. And then there's Hernan, and he had the crazy dress where it looked like the boobs were falling out.
Oh.
But I
Hernan.
liked
It
that.
looked a little S&M to me.
It did look a little S&M.
Like
I liked
like
how
an
she took
S&M
it off.
cocoon.
Yeah.
Someone else said cocoon in the room. I think
Yes.
it was you.
Cocoon.
Amanda Bennett.
Yes. Anyway, but the model really kind of helped him out on this one because she really knew what she was doing with the fabric and it really flowed nicely. So I think that kind of saved him.
Okay.
It was cool. It was just whatever.
It was cool.
It
I
wasn't
just-
awful.
No, it wasn't terrible. I just seen it before. Real bored. Like,
Yeah.
is it futuristic? I don't know.
I think in the beginning few episodes, you can get by if yours isn't awful.
yeah.
Because somebody's going to make something awful. So
go home.
as long as you're not like the bottom 3 awful, you're okay.
Right.
Yeah,
I get what
he
you're saying.
skated by. But speaking of skating, Mitchell almost designed an ice skating little neoprene dress that Tim Gunn vetoed.
Yeah,
But guess what it was? It was a wetsuit.
it was like a
Pants.
wetsuit jumper. And it was good except for it was off. Like
You know
the
what's-
top and the bottom didn't line up.
They
The
didn't match.
piping.
No,
the
but
blue
you-
piping was, yes.
So what's crazy though is that they do have more like fashion forward wetsuits now, which I've seen, and they actually have wetsuits that are like, we call them a hot suit, me and my friends at Surf, and it's like just like the top, it's like almost like a leotard, and they have like designs on, like it was a bad futuristic wetsuit to be that. Like they literally, like he could have went to like the surf shop and bought something that would have looked like that and lined up and been cooler.
But
yeah, but you only have a day.
I was
and-
impressed with the fit, at least. The fit on
Right.
the model was perfect. The lines were a little off, but I think it was because he originally
boring.
wanted to do a skirt.
Right.
So I think it just got...
No,
I think it was cool though, and neoprene's pretty popular right now.
Well,
too.
it was very unique on the runway. It stood out against the others.
Yeah.
I was
But, like-
really surprised people didn't use clear anything. Like how kind of
Or
like your
plastic.
designs.
Yeah,
You know,
where's
like
the
your designs
plastic?
are very futuristic.
Yeah.
The little
And-
plastic top that you did,
Yeah.
the crop top.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody did anything like that.
Yeah,
Because
and
that
that's
seemed
super
futuristic.
90s too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like,
If you
where's
would have
the
been on the
plastic?
show, you would have been the
I
winner.
would have done it.
that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you
think
would have
so.
won that challenge for sure.
For sure.
So then,
I just wrote Amanda awful.
Amanda sends out something that looks like it was from No Doubt in 1995 in a music video.
Oh, she had the brown bell-bottom pants. Whoever wants to wear brown pants?
No,
but
it wasn't just that. She put this like
A lot of people!
terrible like brown organza like button-up not fitting shirt over it, and the
was
whole
bad.
thing looked totally frumpy. And I was like, brown is
Oh.
not.
Somebody
when-
called it a warrior princess.
I think she did,
Hell
but nobody
no.
else did.
No, that's not a princess. Anyway,
No, or a warrior
when
princess.
Heidi was like, you're lucky that you have immunity this week, she talked back and she was like, well, what did she say? Now I'm blanking on it.
I don't know, dude.
She was just pissed because
Oh,
she thought it was great.
I
and
know.
last week she won.
I know what she said. She said, oh, well, like 3 models want
Wanted-
those pants.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, because they're long. Not because they're great pants. It's because they're long.
Do you
They're
have
like,
trouble-
oh my God, I want to wear those with my heels because I'm so tall. I understand.
You're like making fun of yourself and owning it in the same set.
Yes.
It's kind of awesome.
I do own it.
I love it.
And that's okay.
I just don't ever understand brown as an outfit choice of
Doo-doo
color.
brown.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm like, I rolled around in some poop. Like, anytime I see pants that color, it's like, why?
Where is the show going?
Or it just makes me think like the legs are like 2 pieces of poop walking. Like,
Why is it poop? Why? Why
Sorry.
not chocolate?
Tree.
No. All right. It's because we are not fans of Amanda's attitude in this episode. Maybe we would have to.
okay,
She's
sorry about
I
that.
don't think so. That outfit was pretty terrible.
All right.
Yeah, then,
Okay.
Okay, then we go to Angela, and I just thought it looked like a slutty suit. Like, it wasn't the suit. I don't see people on Wall Street wearing that in 20 years. It's way too short. I don't know where she worked in the corporate world, but that would be way too short.
It was the wrong color.
Right, and even the whole suit thing, like 20 years from now, and maybe I'm overanalyzing, I'm really good at that, but like more and more now, like what people think success is, and like people that make a lot of money, like they wear suits, like that was, you know, kind of the norm then. With the way things are in technology, like a lot more successful and people that, you know, make a lot of money don't dress like that. They wear sneakers and stuff to school. So that whole concept in her head, she was just a little twisted to begin with. So the only thing that really I saw, which I think 2 of them said, was flight attendant.
Yeah, I saw a flight attendant.
That
I think
Virgin
she could
America
have pulled
do
it
that.
off though. I think that the idea of the top, if she would have had something classy on the bottom or a different color.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That was
some
not
better-
the right color because if you send anything
So-
on the runway in a light color, it's going to highlight any incorrect sewing or pattern mistakes.
And it
Right.
looked really cheap. Like, the fabric
fabric
looked
looked
really
Like the
cheap.
ears on her thighs.
The ears
That
on
was
her
bad
thighs.
too. But I kind of disagree with you though, because I think like lawyers, like Wall Street people, like there's certain people that they still wear suits.
I think on
And
the
I think
East
that's what
Coast they
she-
do.
that's what
on the
she
West
was
Coast
going
they
off
don't.
of.
Because my
Yeah.
husband never wears a suit. The last time he wore a suit was our wedding. Yeah, like
Yeah.
And it
and
was
he's a lawyer. Like they
tuxedo.
wear.
Maybe that's where that comes
Plus,
from.
you
yeah.
live in California.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole other country out there.
Right, but I
that's
grew up in New
normal.
York, which is a lot of Wall Street and stuff like that. I'm just saying that there's going to be less jobs doing that because it's going to be taken care of without people. Whatever, it's a whole nother
Anyway,
conversation.
speaking of jobs, Zach called her a manicurist.
Oh
Which
yeah.
was interesting.
Yeah.
What? I've never seen a
was a
manicurist
little
wearing
bit-
that.
I'm
A
not
little
gonna
bit
go there.
racist?
Yeah, that's
Yes!
what I was going to say.
It
That was
was.
a little
Let's
bit
just
racist.
say it, please, because
Well,
Okay, so we're gonna keep going here because we're
Yeah.
running out of time.
yeah,
Okay.
we got like 10 minutes.
So then we got Emily, and she had the bodysuit, which we really loved. Well, it was on the top, so let's talk about it then. Let's just talk about the safe people. Samantha, I really liked her jacket.
That white and black combo, and it looked like
Yes,
expensive.
it looked like it was splattered leather.
Little
Or
backpack.
something.
Yes.
It looked like distressed leather. I liked that a lot too, but I feel like that's what's going on now. I didn't see any future.
It was kind of Clueless inspired, but more modern, a little bit edgier. But the
It
shape
was
of
supposed to be Clueless
Yes.
inspired, but I did not see that either.
No,
the
I
shape
thought
of
it
the
was like
skirt was the right shape, and the little backpack very
it was a circle
Cher.
skirt.
Very Cher.
It was a
Circle
circle skirt.
Oh,
Rose circle skirt. Okay.
And then we have Keene. It was like jeans and a
cape.
cape. Like I have that outfit in my closet
And
right
a
now.
pirate shirt.
And a pirate shirt.
And a pirate shirt.
I felt like black is really tricky to put on the runway. Because
Really?
you can't see any of the details.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Could
On
you
the
even
show.
tell
But
that
it
it was
also
jeans?
Covers
Like,
up
No.
the bad details.
it does, but I mean, it's like whatever. Couldn't see any of the details. So if there were any good details, I missed out on all of that.
I think
That's
he should have
true.
gone with a white top. But then it would have looked more like a pirate. So maybe not.
And then
maybe not.
Fade or Fod or whatever.
Fod.
I was very surprised that they didn't mention anything about him.
I was surprised he
The
wasn't in the
tie-dye
bottom
capri pants
with like the
Oh.
boob line.
It
with
was,
the boob line.
It was kind of like, I wrote mumsy. It was kind of mumsy.
Mumsy.
What is that?
Never
Like-
would have.
Dated, like, kind of old lady.
But I think that's part of his aesthetic.
Yeah.
So that's
It
why they were
is.
like, oh, it's okay, it's just FOD. Like,
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know. I didn't from far away, I kind of was like, oh, cool, but I didn't like the length of the pant. I didn't like the fit of the pant.
It's nothing that I would ever wear, but that's just a personal
I hope the
opinion.
capris don't come back.
But
No.
it felt artistic
Weirdly.
at least.
The capris
Yeah.
are back on every little old lady, though. They are. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
an
plague.
old lady in capris is completely different than like if next Thursday I would show up wearing capris. You guys would be like, Steph, what is wrong with you? An old lady wearing capris, like she kind of feels good about herself.
She's in
got
the
a little-
garden,
like her ankles are
fun.
probably a little swollen, so she wants to air them out. Like she's not
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right.
And then we
Next.
have Shar. And she had that blue symmetrical pant
Sean.
thing.
Sean.
Well, he's in the bottom, so I was just going to
Oh.
skip to him.
Oh, I'm
We're just-
sorry.
We're just doing the safe people because we're running out of
We
time.
skipped
Yeah, yeah.
him. Okay, we'll talk about
Shar,
him
she had that blue pant that was like asymmetrical.
later. It was a diagonal
It was
collar
weird.
block.
I like the
Right.
funnel neck though. She did a good one.
Teal and black combo. I like the cutout on the back also.
And then we had the last person that was safe was Karina, and she had the capri pants with the yellow and the black
Yeah.
jacket mesh thing.
Yeah, let's just.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was really the only thing with a good color to it.
Oh, I hated it. But that's why we're all here.
Yep, yep.
Yep. And so we already talked about Angela. She had the ears on her hips, and everybody said it was sloppy.
It was sloppy.
My favorite, I really like Zandaya's. It was like that crazy pink and gold
I love her.
tubing.
Ah.
She just seems like the nicest person.
Yes.
You know what her explanation, she thinks about stuff. Like her explanation about stuff from the beginning has been kind of like inspirational. I know that sounds super cheesy, especially coming from me, but like it really like I've really listened to everything she says, and like I kind of love her. I want her to win.
I love her too. I want to like have her on the show.
Yeah, we would love to have you or
Little
call in,
chats.
or we don't know where
yes,
you are.
please. Zandia.
And
I
the-
agree.
the
I
bo-
like her. She's artistic. She has like that artist's vision. She has a reason for why she creates things. She has an opinion
Right.
about things, and she's not just trying to make a cute dress or whatever that's really shallow. But at the same time, I feel like she's really unpolished, and she needs more experience and like
My
guidance.
favorite part that she added in were the little pockets because it made her such a cool girl in the future. Like, and I
Yeah.
like that she explained how women nowadays use menswear inspired pieces to make them feel powerful. But in the future, women feel powerful no matter what, and they can wear whatever they want. And then I said, but isn't that a gigantic suspenders? But no, I like what she said. And it's not suspenders, and I just saw something that maybe no one else saw. Anyway, let's
No,
move on.
no, I saw that. Okay, so
Okay.
for the bottom, we had Angela, Alexander, and Sean. And Alexander had that maternity mop that even I probably wouldn't wear.
Flintstones.
Because it was brown.
Zach Posen said wonky.
Yeah,
I love wonky.
Oh my God.
the maternity
Alexander.
mop.
Yeah, they called it an old rag from the Flintstones. And I said, all she
Yeah.
needs is a gigantic bone as her accessory
In her
in
hair.
her hair. Wilma. Okay. What else?
And then Sean had the Mary Poppins outfit. Which,
Awful!
Which Zach Posen liked.
Oh, no.
Surprise.
It wasn't
Surprisingly.
awful. It just wasn't futuristic.
Well, it was strange because from the
Or
front,
Madewell.
it was like a reverse mullet. No, it is a mullet.
Wait, what
Business
was
in
the
the
mullet?
front, party in the back. That slit all the way up to her nether regions. What was going on there, Mary Poppins?
Oh my God.
Mary Poppins after hours. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Sweet. So
Bizarre slit.
And then
Who else was in the bottom?
We had, no, it was Sean Alexander and Angela in the bottom. And then we had Christine, Emily, and Zendaya on the top.
Yes.
And the winner was
Zendaya!
And Angela went home. Womp womp.
wah, wah. See you later.
She was the weakest. I really think it was her time to go.
You know what? What I didn't like too with Karina, again, when Zendaya went in there and said that she won, she kind of was like shocked and talked shit about her, and I kind of wanted to punch her in the throat.
Yeah, she's like, I just don't understand what the judges are looking for. And it's
Well,
like,
clearly,
well,
because you haven't won.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe stop trying to figure out
Maybe
and just work harder.
Your designs are just kind of forgettable.
Okay, so we have some really quick news and gossip, Amanda.
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So the winner from Project Runway Season 12, Dom Streeter, is showcasing her new collection in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks. It is in the Women's Wear Daily Magic Convention for the fashion buyers to attend that will put like the modern contemporary pieces into their stores. So she's in a group of many other designers that are showcasing their designs. I don't know if she's personally going to be there. I hope she is because I get to be in the show. And I will
Nice.
take pictures and talk about it on here.
Awesome. And then lastly, predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Anybody?
I don't really have any. Zendaya for the win.
I think Sean and Alexander really have a lot to prove next week. They might be in the bottom again.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think Sean will bounce back really quick.
I think Alexander too. I think it was a swing and a miss.
Okay.
He kind of got.
Up-
We'll just,
Optimistic.
we'll just shut you down like
All right.
It started with
You know,
something cool.
Well, next week they did say they are having to create a high fashion look from those really awful polyester suits. So I think it'll be interesting. I think there'll be some tears. That's my prediction.
It's going to come down to who knows how to tailor fabric the best, I think.
Yeah, 'cause you have
Polyester
to like
fabric.
rip those open and then it's like seams.
Hopefully there's some good lining inside, some silk.
I think Christina's gonna win next week. Christine.
Ooh, Christine with the
Yeah.
gray hair.
I like her too.
Her dyed gray hair is very cool.
All right, word.
Yeah. Where can we find you, Steph?
Well, you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at IAMSTEFZ.
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Uberreste.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at The Runway Queen.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Virginia Reyna. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Sweet.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.